Believe it or not, it's our final virtual safari of 2023. And as we wind down the year, it's the perfect opportunity for us to sit back, relax, and reflect and appreciate all of our successes and challenges of the year gone by. It's New Year's Eve, and the Londolozi New Year's Eve party is probably the most anticipated event of our entire calendar year. There's a lot of thought, planning, preparation that goes into the theme, the decor, the menu, and all the peripheral events around that. But for more on that, stay tuned, read our blog tomorrow where we highlight exactly what's gone down. In the interim, we're going to go on a virtual safari now that sees us enjoying a sighting of not just one leopard, but 4, as we build our own excitement ahead of this evening's events. So sit back and enjoy, and we'll see you all again next year. But thanks for watching.
This is an update from the Senegal Bush Male, Nkuwa Female, and one of the clusters with about 2% of a hoisted impala knock. There's a clan member in this position as well, feeding on what's most likely the remains of the robbed knock.
So that's some pretty exciting news. We just heard from Matt. He's managed to find Senegal Bush Male, the Nkuwa Female, and at least one of the Nkuwa Female's cubs, with the last little bits of a carcass up ahead of us. So we're going to get in there, hopefully we have a cool view of them, and then we'll take the afternoon from there. But always great to see a leopard, let alone 3 leopards together. So we're not too far away now. We'll update you shortly. They must have been here over the course of the day, have dropped the carcass. The hyena's now cashed in on a free meal, and they're all just milling about here. The one cub keeps going up and down, probably just trying to see if there's any last scraps up in the tree there. So him walking along that branch is just an epic view. Okay, so we've just seen another hyena come walking in. So there's 2 hyenas here. Both of them have got small portions or pieces of the carcass. Just busy now trying to loop around. After the hyena finished off the last little bit, it's now walked off into the distance, and it appears as though the Senegal Bush Male, along with one of the youngsters, is now following or gone in that direction of where the hyena was. They're probably just looking for some scraps. So we're gonna now try and loop around and see if we can see them. Okay, so one of the youngsters has now climbed up into a leadwood tree. I think it was actually chased up there by a skulking hyena. The second cub was somewhere behind us there, milling around. I believe the mother is on the other side, and the male is somewhere beyond where that cub is in that tree. So 4 leopards in one area is a pretty epic way to spend the afternoon. This one was calling. Obviously it felt a little bit threatened or at risk by being chased into this tree by the hyena, so it was probably calling out to its mother. But having the male close by here and it being up in a tree, it's pretty safe. The hyenas aren't going to go after it or aren't going to be able to get to it. It's alright up there. It's busy just grooming away now, cleaning itself. So after a bit of time here, we'll see, it's likely to come down. We might then head back to where the mother is with the other cub. It'd be nice to see all 3 of them together. I doubt the male's going to then go and join them there, but let's just see what unfolds. I mean, it's a pretty awesome scene. The mother and her 2 cubs have all met up. They're busy sniffing around now where the hyena was feeding, probably looking for any scraps. So at least all 3 of them are reunited and back together. The male's just resting in the grass there. We can't actually see him, but we've just heard him call a couple of times. pretty awesome in the sense that this cluster of boulders here is one of the Nkuwa Female's former dens. At one time where we saw her carrying her cub across from the initial den and bringing it this side, she brought it to these rocks. And so we saw her then walk down and come straight along the riverbed towards us, carrying the cub in her mouth. And now we've got the Nkuwa female lying in the riverbed there with one of her cubs. We've got a Jacobin cuckoo calling up above us. So what an exhilarating afternoon. I mean, to see 4 leopards together, a mother and her 2 youngsters plus a large male, all in the same area, some hyenas moving through and feeding on a bit of a carcass, to then have the mother and her 2 youngsters grooming out in the open in the river sand, the male calling. It just, I mean, we couldn't ask for a better afternoon from there. So doesn't look like too much more is going to happen. The mother and the youngsters have gone off into the thicker vegetation behind us there. There were 3 vehicles coming to try and view them, so we've made some space. We don't want to put any extra pressure on them with them going into the thicker stuff. The male seems to have moved on from where he last was left. So we're not going to get too much more out of this afternoon. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We've got some more epic videos coming in the near future and you don't want to miss them. Leave a comment below, hit the like button, and thanks for watching.